I told you guys I'll keep you all up to date with the whole situation with Montella at Arsenal. They've just played their third game of the season and drew against Sunderland, picking up their first point. Yes, their first point of the season. And they still find themselves in the relegation zone. They are 19th at the moment. It's going to be such a battle for them to get out of that and get out of the bottom half of the table altogether. Can they do it? Or will Montella eventually be sacked? It's such an ongoing saga at the moment. It's seriously getting out of hand. But for some reason, the Arsenal board, they're happy with him. It is the transfer deadline day today. It shuts for English clubs tonight. Well, on the 1st of September. That is. And there is our calendar for the month. We got Feelings Training Report. So Holtby wins Player of the Month, with QPR's Lafondre coming in second. Fulham player scoops Young Player of the Month. That is Anthony Marshall. We got Januzaj in there coming in second. Neil Taylor wins Goal of the Month for Swansea against Newcastle. And I am the Manager of the Month, winning games against Reading. We beat Liverpool. We beat Arsenal. Not a bad month, if you ask me. So with the signing of Cavani, I can hear you all now. How are you going to play him? Well, let's go and see the sort of formation that we can possibly use. So I'm thinking the 4-4-2 at the moment. You know, this can all change. We'll drop Herrera back there as a central midfielder. And I'm just thinking about Carrick as well. He's getting old. Januzaj, you know, I can switch Januzaj out for Rodriguez, who can play on the left as a winger. We got Herman as well on the right, who fits into that role nicely. Could play Rooney here and Mata. Mata's injured at the moment, but you get the idea. And in comes Cavani, who can play alongside Robin van Persie there. So I think this formation is probably my best bet if I want to be playing Cavani with Van Persie and Rooney and Mata and Herrera. Mata doesn't play on the right, though, as a winger. So I'll bring in Herman there. And again, you can see Mata in that central attacking mid role. Bring Rooney back in. And I think Mata can play on the left here. So it's all about squad depth as well. It's so strong at this club now, this team that I've managed to put together. It's fantastic. So we could afford to put Rodriguez on the bench. Obviously, I don't want to be doing that, but we'll just have to see how we get on in our next game. So with the transfer window just about to shut, let's have a look at all the transfers that have happened over the summer. Cavani at the top of the list after he cost me 90 million. Herrera as well comes in second after I triggered his release clause of 42 mil. Lucas left Anfield for PSG. Leo will be joining Chelsea. And I sold Kagawa to Real Madrid for 35 million. Alexandro moved from Porto to Manchester City, who have been very busy in this transfer window. Angel Di Maria signed for City. And they've just signed Florenzi as well from Roma for 22.5. And Jesse moved from Real Madrid to Arsenal. And I sold William Carvalho to Juventus. So not a bad transfer window, I think, for United. Yes, we had to see Carvalho, Zaha, Garay and Kagawa all leave the club. But when you look at it, we got some fantastic players in return. Rodriguez, Cavani, Herrera. Now, I was a bit disappointed with the price tag on Herrera. And I know some of you guys were like, oh, you've overspent on Herrera. But triggering that release clause for him on his contract seemed like the only way I could get hold of him and bring him to Old Trafford. Everything that I was putting down on the table for Bilbao, they just kept rejecting for some reason. So at the end of the day, I had the transfer budget you guys saw at the start of this season. I sold quite a few players and got quite a bit in return. And so I just thought, well, what the hell, I'll go for Herrera. And the same with Cavani as well. I had quite a bit of money left over and I just put down an offer. And it did go a lot smoother than it did with Herrera, I will admit. It's probably because PSG knew they were going to be raking in so much money. But outrageous money aside, Cavani, quality striker, and I can't wait to get him started here at Manchester United. Diamond formation for the win. You can see my starting 11 there, but let's have a look at Fulham's lineup first. They have Flamini in the team. Marshall, Young Player of the Month of September, is in the team. Crouch, Ruiz, Flamini, as I've already mentioned. They've got a pretty decent team, actually. Just looking at their bench, not the best. But you can see that I've gone with the 4-4-2. Got James Rodriguez there, Patrick Herman, Rooney, Cavani and Van Persie at front. Cavani gets his debut for United at the Craven Cottage. This is going to be interesting. Can Cavani get himself on the score sheet? That is going to be the main question throughout the whole of this game. I'm also looking forward to seeing how we get on with the new formation, the 4-4-2 Diamonds. And with Carrick as well, I did decide to go with experience over Herrera. And we've also got Blint on the bench as well, so I could possibly bring him on. And with Herrera, if I do take Carrick off in this game, I can push Herrera up into central midfield, because Herrera's not really a defensive midfielder. So we'll just have to see how we get on. Kick off at Craven Cottage then. Crouch already offside. Alright, what's this? We should consider an alternative plan. Let's make those changes then when it comes to crossing. Hopefully we're not struggling too much. Oh, my game's freezing up here. What's going on? Oh! Shot by Crouch. Good save by De Gea. Fulham win the corner. 12 minutes in. Oh my god, what is going on with this game? Why is it jumping all over the place? Glitching out. Please tell me it's not going to freeze up and then boom, straight to my desktop. Game unsaved. Oh, I hope not. Alright, Cavani's offside. That's good. It's going so slow at the moment, this game. I think it's going to be okay. We'll just have to go with the flow. And just fingers crossed it doesn't freeze up. Alright, Raphael. Patrick Herman put under pressure here. Still swings it in the cross and Rooney makes it 1-0. Shame it's not Cavani getting his debut, but get Rooney on the score sheet, that's good. That's his 4th goal of the season. Good pass there from Rafa to Herman. Easy finish. Simple tap-in. 1-0 up. And win this game, we'll stay top of the Premier League as well. There is Anthony Martial, who I think he's come from Monaco for Fulham. Hasn't done a bad job either for them. Happy with your performance, keep it up. I'll get Phelan to take the team talk, why not? And we got a good reaction as well, so it's all good. Second half then, United in the lead, goal to the good. Now why is De Gea looking nervous? Or very nervous I should say. Is it because Fulham are piling on the pressure or the attack? I don't really see anything going on here. Oh, Rooney! Yes! That's his 5th goal of the season, 2nd goal of the game. And surely one more goal now will be it for Fulham. I don't think they'll find a way back into this game. What a finish. Picks up the loose ball, first time hit. Stecklenburg unable to save. Raphael offside, pushing himself forwards. Let's make a sub. I'll bring on Herrera. See, this is what I can do throughout the season. Push Herrera up there. And I'm going to take Rooney off and I'm going to bring on Valencia. I know Rooney's on for a hat-trick, but we've got to have our first game in the Champions League group stages, so I want him fit for that midweek. Let's see what Valencia can do. He did pretty well at the end of last season. Coming on, scoring a couple of times, creating many chances for us as well. And Fulham on the break. Oh, what is going on with my game? Martial with the chance, De Gea with a good save. We should be able to make our 2 subs now. De Gea's still looking nervous. Is it because of Martial? Oh, Berbatov has come on, former United player. Stecklenburg, keeper on a yellow card, needs to be careful now. Oh, here we go, 3-0. Get in, Valencia, off the bench, scores a goal. Nice. Switch that to control as well. There's Valencia on the outside of the box. Rodriguez goes for a shot of himself. The ball deflects back out. And Valencia was there to just knock it in. Beautiful. Not long to go then. Cavani, a rating of 6.7. Hasn't really caused much trouble for Fulham. It is just his first game, so it's okay. Rodriguez, though, I do kind of expect better. But again, it's still early days for those 2 players. They just need to settle in, I suppose. Raphael. Valencia. Oh, it's so glitchy at the moment, this game. Cavani, yes! Get in! There is his debut goal. And it comes from a header. What a cross by Valencia, though. Perfect delivery. And the height Cavani got to beat everyone else inside the box. Fantastic, look at that. Boom, off the head. Stecklenburg, so close to just getting fingertip to it. But again, concedes yet another goal for Fulham. 4-0. And that, with 2 minutes added on, I think that'll be the final score. Unless we could get one more, which would be fantastic. Van Persie. Cavani was in there. Could have got his 2nd goal with his head yet again. What the hell was that? poor performance all around for Stecklenburg, and that just sums it up. And that is the final score, 4-0. Very happy with that. We come away with 3 points yet again. Very happy with the performance. Well done, lads. And there you can see the league table. We've got 12 points. There's quite a few teams as well that have got a game in hand. And there is our next game against Steaua Bucharest, I think it is, in the Champions League group stage. Goal glut for United. Jones is cream of the crop for Manchester United. Cavani has made his Manchester United debut, scoring a goal in the process, coming away with an 8.2 average rating in that game. Not bad. Supporters have been keen to see what Cavani had to offer, and that's just a sign of things to come, hopefully. Cavani, fitness concern, he's looking a little jaded. Achievements, the centre of attention for McGrath. He's infuriated by the failure of his lads to get the job done. And he still maintains that PAYTON is a very average manager. Yeah, whatever, mate. It just goes from bad to worse for Arsenal. They just lost 2-0 to Norwich, and that puts them bottom of the table. And yet Montella is still manager. Let's have a look at their recent fixtures and results. Look at that. Their first game of the season, they lost against Liverpool. Then they lost against Manchester United. Then they lost against Accrington Stanley. Who are they? 2-1 in the Capital One Cup. Then they drew against Sunderland. They've just lost against Norwich. I'm just so surprised that the Arsenal board have decided to keep him on. I think if I was in charge, he would be long gone, Montella. I probably would have got rid of him last season. Towards the end of last season, definitely. What do you guys think? Should the Arsenal board ride it out just like they did last season? Or is now the time they get rid of Montella and try and look for a replacement? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What would you do in that situation? If you was the chairman, would Montella be gone now? Or would you carry on seeing it through? Or if you're an Arsenal fan, would you still want Montella at the club? I think I know the answer to that. But I look forward to reading your thoughts on the whole situation with Arsenal in this career mode save. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for this episode. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. Do stay tuned because in the next episode, we start our Champions League campaign once again, but this time as champions. Thanks for watching, guys.